This lesson today is short, and it's actually a review of a previous lesson, because without mastering this skill we cannot do the next lesson in the inequality unit. When you have an absolute value equation, so there's something here and there's a number over here, or there's something here, or there's a number here, you have to be able to isolate these absolute value bars by themselves. You have to treat it as one whole variable. I like to use the variable house. Let me not just use squigglies, let me use an actual example. The most common, most difficult example will look something like this. If you have 3 times the absolute value of 2x plus 1, plus 1, minus 7 equals 11. You have to start by treating this absolute value like it's one variable. So think of it, instead of 3 times all this, you could actually just say, okay, it's 3 times house minus 7, should have switched colors there, sorry, minus 7 equals 11. Add 7 to both sides. 3 house equals 18. Divide by 3, house equals 6. Now go back, and instead of writing house equals 6, write that the absolute value of 2x plus 1 equals 6. From here, you would say 2x plus 1 equals 6, or 2x minus 1 equals 6. That means 2x equals 5, or x equals 5 halves. That means 2x equals 7, or x equals 7 halves. You will not be able to be successful in the next unit if you can't do what's on the left side of this red line. You have to be able to isolate the absolute value. We've done this before, but we've got to master it. Not everybody has it mastered. So try this problem. 1/2 times the absolute value of 3x minus 5 minus 8 equals 3. So start this problem by just solving for the absolute value. Pause the video and see if you can solve for this absolute value. Alright, so you should have started by saying 1/2 times the absolute value thing minus 8 equals 3. That means 1/2 times the absolute value of whatever we're taking the absolute value of equals 11. That means the absolute value thing equals 22. Now, if you got that far, go ahead and pause the video again and see if you can finish the problem. And the problem is now that the absolute value of 3x minus 5 is equal to 22. So pause the video and see if you can solve this. Alright, so you start 3x minus 5 equals 22, or 3x minus 5 equals negative 22. Add 5 to both sides. Over here you get 3x equals 27, x equals 9, dividing both sides by 3. Add 5 to both sides over here, you get 3x equals negative 17, divide by 3, and you get x equals negative 17 over 3. Both of those solutions work. This is an or situation, could be this one or that one, but this is the most important part going forward. So I know this is review, but I think it's worth mastering. So what I have on classwork tomorrow is more absolute value equations. Practicing getting the absolute value bars by themselves before you solve the equation. All right, peace. Study for your math test or quiz and study for your physics quiz. See ya.